Patrick Wolf. Hello, how's it going?
Hi, I'm great, thank you very much. Good to be back in Berlin.
When was the last time you've been to Berlin?
I think about 2 years ago. It was my last show of the Bachelor tour.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I came back again to work with Alec Empire here and worked on a song called Together from the new album.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I come back every now and again, but my last show was 2 years ago.
Is it weird to come into a Berlin studio and to hear your own song?
That song I haven't listened to for many years, I think. It's now used only on TV as like a emergency like reality show. They use it as the theme tune at the beginning. I play it a lot, but I haven't heard that actual recording for a long time, so it's strange. Yeah.
We play it a lot here.
That's great, thank you. That's very kind.
You're about to release your new album, Lupercalia. And
one, yeah.
I've looked up this word and I found out that this was some kind of Roman festival, like for fertility and like a big hedonistic festival in Old Roman.
Yeah.
Do you are interested in Roman history, or what's up with that name?
Not like any different to like Egyptian history, or like I'm not. Yeah, it's not specifically like Roman obsession, but I think Latin words are quite beautiful. Actually, I think that, and I was looking for a word that summed up my last 3 years. Being in love and falling out of love, and basically love obsessed, like a fever of love. And so I found like Valentine's Day and going through all these words, and I wanted to find a word that hadn't been used before. So Lupercalia was this one. It was on the day that there were on the march against the Pope visit to the UK, and I was really fascinated with things that were banned for being too much about love and too much about humans and sexuality, and so Lupercalia, Festival of a Wolf, and a celebration of love.
I was wondering if you're gonna want to re-celebrate this kind of festival on your own, on your shows with your new album.
Yeah, I think that the songs I've chosen for my back catalogue up into the arrangements that we're doing live of Lupercalia, it is a celebration rather than a kind of a commiseration. You know, some of the last album I think got quite aggressive live and quite wallowing in depression and negativity, and this one is flipping it around and actually trying to give people an experience where they come away fulfilled and with a more positive outlook on the world. Yeah.
I've read that you said this new album is more like a soundtrack for the first kiss. I found it very nice.
Yeah, it is. There's a song called Slow Motion, which is about love at first sight, and the feeling that you do tumble into this absolute feeling of slow motion and everything stops. And there are moments on the album where everything just kind of comes to a stop, and there are waltzes on the album and things that are trying to bring some romance back into our everyday life, you know. So yeah, lots of first kisses and love at first sight, and you know, yeah, that wonderful first feeling of infatuation.
Do you remember the song running in the background while you're kissing for the first time?
Well, yeah, Slow Motion just I played at Coco in London for this tour last week, and that was the place where I did fall in love at first sight, and it just definitely you create your own soundtrack for moments, and I create my own soundtracks to moments that have happened in my life, definitely.
Okay, I would say we play your new single, your first single from the new album, The City. Can you tell us something about the song?
Okay, well, yeah, The City is a song I wrote when I saw the recession in our country start to affect my friends' relationships and people living and staying together. And it was this idea that the economic downturn and all the things going wrong in our cities I found it ridiculous that it had to affect the love that we have for each other. So in a way, it's against the idea that to be in love with someone, they have to have the perfect job and have lots of money and have all these things. You know, forget about all those things right now, because you should love somebody no matter how much money they earn, how much debts they have. It's time to get really human and forget about material, and to focus on love and empathy and sympathy.
Patrick, this song seems to me like a very uplifting, some kind of 80s synthy sound song. Is it stands for the whole album? Like the sound of the whole album? Is it more like uplifting, more 80s, more?
I don't see it as 80s. I think that you know, the big tom drums on it, and there's an influence, I think, from actually more 90s, and this Kate Bush, the Red Shoes. I think this was a big influence on me, where, you know, it's to be bombastic with the production. And I think because the last album, I felt I was really very nocturnal and quite industrial and folky, and I really wanted to be exploring production that I thought was like paradise. So the idea of falling in love is like falling into a new world, into paradise world. And so is big horn sections, string octet, nice big kind of Gregorian monks choir in places, and everything was recorded the best I could in the best studios at the top of a mountain in Spain, to like Air Studios in London, and it's the most luxurious production I've done so far out of all my albums, and the most expensive and the most high fidelity. And it's been a lot of work, and yeah, it's a big, bold, bombastic album, and but it has moments of sadness and introverted moments as well.
You've worked on your last record with Alec Empire or Tilda Swinton, for example, who we can expect on the new record for guests.
Well, this album was really about having one voice all the way through, like one thread, like on my album Wind in the Wise there was no duets, or my first album. And maybe it's like a reaction as well to how everybody now seems to, even if you're a songwriter, you have everything co-written by a producer, or, you know, and I only started doing a co-write on the last album with Alec, and I think I really wanted to make sure that I'm back to being a singer and a songwriter, 100% production, and just being autonomous with the record again. So there are no duets or collaborations really on this album, but there's some guest Arabic singing, and there's some work with some great instrumental players, but no other kind of duets in a way.
Okay. You're gonna be playing at the Lido today. What can people expect who come around?
Well, what can they expect from the show?
Yeah, from you, from I don't know. Do you plan something special?
Anyone that's seen me before, I think this is a lot more sophisticated type of show, and we are at the top of really our instrumental playing at the moment as a band, and I'm really trying to bring the focus back into the words and the music and the storytelling, and I've learnt the Celtic harp since the last tour, so I'm doing a lot of Celtic harp. I'm playing the viola and the piano, and yeah, there's a little Joni Mitchell cover in the set, and but it's generally a retrospective of all my favorite songs, and the whole Lupercalia album. So, but you know, the theatre has gone from the show because I need to really be focusing now as a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Patrick, thank you for being here. Thank you for presenting your new album. I wish you very luck today and with your new record.
Thank you.
Wir verschenken jetzt noch ein paar Tickets für die heutige Abendshow. Die ist ausverkauft, findet im Lido statt. Ruft einfach an. Patrick, I wish you a nice day.
Thank you, MotorFM. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.